Okay. So few of the things that we have already discussed, उसमें कुछ generic चीजें होंगी तो वो मैं ignore करूंगा while asking questions, ठीक है? But they मतलब those questions also be there, जैसे तुम्हारे थोड़े डिटेल्स या फिर पर्सनल ओपिनियन अबाउट एनीथिंग जो मैंने पूछा था तुमसे लास्ट डिस्कशन में, है ना? लेट्स गो फॉर द मतलब दोज क्वेश्चंस वी विच एक्चुअली डज मैटर इन योर इंटरव्यू. तो one question is like, what future do you see after LAMP fellowship?
So first of all, I will get humongous exposure to every aspect of public policy making. It's related to legislation also and execution, how these policies are getting executed, and the feedback loop also. So, sir, with this diverse experience, I will see. I'm looking myself as a person who is
Komal,
getting
tell me one thing that how do you know that with LAMP fellowship you will have this exposure? Because uh, the MP we will provide you, or maybe the MP which will be assigned to you, that might not be from ruling party. He is not involved in, or even if it is a ruling party, he might not be involved in policy making. And neither the policy which is being made this year will be implemented this year only. So how will you be exposed to these? Matlab, aren't you thinking lamp fellowship as an uh, something which is not there actually? The only exposure that you will have is you will be working with MPs with for their work.
So obviously, you are right, sir. But during the fellowship, they are conducting a lot many workshops, which will get the exposure with ruling parties and those of the opposition parties also. So, sir, it is mix of the things which will give you the mixed experiences. So, sir, that's my thinking about and whatever I have read, which roles and required performances conducted during the LAM fellowship. So, sir, that is my knowledge base for this thing, sir.
Mm. So you can continue with this, matlab, whatever you were talking about your future.
Yes, sir. So, sir, with this exposure, I would like to pursue my higher education in public policy making, such as there are various programs provided by IIM Ahmedabad and lot many IIMs also, which with the 2 years of PhD in from those institutions, I would like to contribute my most of the career in this field, that is public policy making.
Mm, Why do you think that, or how do you think that policy is, yeah, public policy is important, or how did you got into public policy domain or interested in public policy domain?
Sure. So public policy is basically a framework of rule, laws, regulations, etc., directed towards upliftment or regulation of social well-being. So, since my upbringing and since my childhood till today, I have been grown up in such an environment which is more intended towards the social welfare. So, with those attributes, I am more interested in public policy making, and with my professional experience during my dentistry period. So, I got to know that there is more talent required to formulate policies with their expertise in every field. So that is why that is making me more interested in public policy making, and I'm looking myself to contribute
I
into
just
public policy.
missed your last statement. What did you say exactly of the interest of your public policy?
Sir, I said that during my graduation also, since my upbringing, I have got many instances which provides me that there is a need for expertise and greater knowledge.
Can you give
Uh,
me can you tell with examples, like how did you identify
uh,
that?
Obviously, sir. So, since I come from the rain shadow area, I know every aspect that how it is impacting our cultural, social, then economical, and every aspect of our life. So, but if I look into the public policy domain, there is no such area mentioned which will give solutions to our problems, such as even if there is 1 year of rain break, so there is humongous scene in increasing rate of farmer suicide. So there is growing concept of water wise in the region of Bid area in Maharashtra. So sir, these are our cultural notions which are getting affected hugely due to unavailability of any policy towards such problems. So sir, I with
So the
this
question
knowledge
is
and
that the problem that you have identified is there is no policy. But
yes
the
sir.
problem statement that you told that there is a lack of policy expertise.
Yes,
So
sir. Obviously, that is what I would like to address, sir. So, sir, I
Mhm.
know what are the ground problems, and since I have served to the various institutions, such as which are more into the cultural and social fields. So, sir, with that expertise, I would and the ground knowledge, I will surely contribute towards uh, this problem related policies. That's my stance,
जस्ट
sir.
टू इंटरवीन यू, जैसे
Yes, sir.
एक्सपर्टीज का प्रॉब्लम है ना, वो तब होता है जब आप कोई पॉलिसी देख रहे हो विच इज इल मेड एंड इल इम्प्लीमेंटेड
Yes,
बिकॉज ऑफ lack of knowledge of policy making or execution. And when you say that there is no policy about anything, that is the lack of interest of government, है ना? तो दोनों में फर्क
yes.
है.
Getting
So,
it, sir.
so if you say that if your interest lies in getting policy expertise and involved with the policy making, that means you have understood or you have realized that there is a big gap into what we are doing and what it should be. तो उस कंटेक्स्ट में तुम्हें बात करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? यू नीड टू मैच विथ व्हाट यू आर टेलिंग एंड व्हाट एग्जांपल you are giving.
Exactly,
ठीक है?
got it, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
could have said that the research for policy is not good, है ना? ये भी एक प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है कि पॉलिसी वहां पे नहीं है.
Yes, sir.
So now give me an example, like if any example if you have right now for any policy which has been made and implemented, but you don't find it effective, and how.
So, talking about farm laws, which were brought without any consultation with the stakeholders, which are really getting impacted with those policies. So, sir, we have seen that within 2 years of its implementation, it got repealed. So, sir, that is the major policy lag that stakeholders are not getting concerned. So, that is related to farm bills. So, talking about other policies, I would like to give example
अच्छा,
of
इतना वेग एग्जांपल देने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज फार्म्स लॉ में हमने देखा कि द ओनली टू स्टेट्स वेयर फार्मर्स वेयर एजिटेटिंग अगेंस्ट द फार्म लॉ,
mhm,
and there were a lot of debate that farms law are actually good for the farmers, but somehow the oppositions are making it against the farmers. So and neither you explained that how the farm law was not effective. So just on the behalf of the stakeholders, like just give me let me give you an example. जैसे
mhm.
मेरे घर में एक बच्चा है, इफ आई एम टेलिंग हिम कि तुम्हें मोबाइल नहीं देखना है ना, मैंने एक पॉलिसी बनाया, बट वो चाहता है कि नहीं मैं देखूंगा, मुझे दुनिया का एक्सपोजर मिलता है इससे. सो हु इज राइट हियर? So probably the stakeholders might not understand the real benefit of the policy. They are looking at with the view of the opposition. तो हो सकता है उसके अगेंस्ट हो. तो मैंने जो पूछा, तो पॉलिसी एक्सपर्टीज में या पॉलिसी एक्सपर्टीज कह रहे हैं, जो प्रोफेशनल पॉलिसी मेकिंग के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से तुम्हें बताना था कि ये पॉलिसी इस तरीके से बना है, बट इसकी इनफेक्टिवनेस यहाँ पे है. नॉट जस्ट पीपल आर एजिटेटिंग बिहाइंड और अगेंस्ट इट, बिकॉज तुम कोई भी पॉलिसी देख लो, इफ गवर्नमेंट इज कमिंग अप विद अ पॉलिसी, there will be people, there will be a certain percentage of people and opposition which will always be against it with some or other logic. So you cannot tell the policy is bad just because somebody is opposing it. So do you have
So
any
here,
other thing?
here the main point was that even the policy was best, but without consultation of stakeholders or without getting their real views, it wasn't that much effective. So, sir, I
So,
meant
so how do you know that it was not being consulted?
so because yes, sir, I don't have
Because
solid
very
proof
small
regarding that.
farmers were agitating, small number of farmers were agitating. And so how do you know that it was not being consulted? How do you know that it was not, it did not ask for the farmer's opinion?
I don't have solid proof regarding that.
So just don't talk about that farm law. That's a big,
Getting
वो मतलब उसके अगेंस्ट तो नॉट अगेंस्ट उसके अराउंड बहुत सारी बातें हैं यू
getting
शुड हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट एनी अदर पॉलिसी जो आप छोटी भी
sure, sir.
पॉलिसी हो सकती है जैसे जैसे इफ यू रन दिल्ली यू कैन टॉक अबाउट बीआरटी बीआरटी वाज इम्प्लीमेंटेड बट इट वाज नॉट गुड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रीजन है ना
Yes,
तो
sir.
ऐसा नहीं है कि यू नीड टू टॉक अबाउट अ नेशनल लेवल पॉलिसी ओनली
Good.
ठीक है
Yes,
तो
sir.
ऐसा कुछ पॉलिसीज के बारे में पढ़ना चाहिए तुम लोग इफ आर इंटरेस्टेड इन पॉलिसी देन यू शुड ये read
Getting
about
it.
it. Okay.
Sure.
So give me, tell me what is 0 hour in Parliament?
So it is where the notice is not required and the urgent questions are getting asked and the solutions or the answers are provided by the respected MP and minister.
Okay. And you let explain it more.
Uh, so suppose there is ongoing Mahakumbh and simultaneously there was outbreak of Guillain-Barré syndrome in Pune. So, sir, I don't have exact, but sir, I'm linking it with that. So, sir, with the increasing risk and
चलो ठीक है
exposure,
मतलब आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग कि पार्लियामेंट्री प्रोसीजर्स थोड़ा पढ़ लेना है ना
yes, sir.
एवरीथिंग अराउंड इट ठीक है ओके टेल मी दैट if you not get this fellowship what would be your future path.
So first of all, if I don't get selected, then I would like to continue my career in the same domain. So I would like to explore mainly public policy related domains, and I would like to pursue my post graduation or rather PhD in the public policy. And many institutions are providing such options like IIT Delhi, IIM Ahmedabad, and there are many other
All IIMs,
fields like
almost all IIMs are
yeah,
providing research in policy because policy is such a big matlab thing these days. Okay, tell me what difference it will make if policy is being made by people who have studied policy and who have the expertise and professional education in policy, and policy which was being which was being made earlier.
so first to mention here, it will reduce the vagueness of any policy. It will improve the specificity of policy. It will improve the beneficiary match of the policy. Initially, we have seen the target beneficiary mismatches. So, sir, if it has been made with expertise, then it will obviously reduce the uh, occurrence of benefit mismatch. Beneficiary mismatches. So third thing I would like to say here, it will reduce the unnecessary expenditure of government exchequer. Uh, Third thing, sir, it will surely uphold the motive behind any policy making, that is well-being of society. So, sir, these are some things I think that they will really influence the
ठीक है
policy
तो
making if
मतलब वी
it
कुड हैव टॉक अबाउट ऑल द स्टेजेस ऑफ पॉलिसी मेकिंग कि हर जगह इम्प्रूवमेंट होगा स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द रिसर्च फॉर पॉलिसी देन एजेंडा सेटिंग देन creating or drafting the strategy and then finally execution and control तो ऐसे जैसे चारों स्टेप पांचों स्टेप्स जो हैं पॉलिसी में के पूरे इम्प्लीमेंटेशन फेज के उसके बारे में बात कर सकती हो कि इट विल मेक इफेक्टिव ऑल द प्रोसेसेस है ना क्योंकि हर जगह प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकती हैं एंड
is
सेकंड एक चीज और तुमने जो बोला था,
Target
सेकंड सेकंड
beneficiaries
पॉइंट ये है
versus.
कि पॉलिसी इज नॉट जस्ट फॉर पीपल. Whenever we say public policy, it's a policy from the government side. So policy, all the policy is not being made for the general public only, or all the policies are not being made for the upliftment of people also. So the policies are being made for economics, economy of the country. Is being made for the environment. Policy is being made for the made for some wildlife or some animal also. So that may not directly relate to people, but of course, indirectly it will be. So even the government also has the policy for space, which probably will not affect the humankind very much very soon. You know?
Getting,
So whenever we talk about policy, it's policy for everything. You know, it's not just policy for the poor. ठीक है.
getting, sir.
जितना हल्ला है पॉलिसी का ना, उतना ज़्यादा वो नहीं है, मतलब इट्स नॉट क्लियरली अंडरस्टूड बाय पीपल. है ना, ज़्यादातर लोगों में जिसमें पब्लिक पॉलिसी में काम करने का मन है या दे वांट एजुकेशन, दे जस्ट थिंक कि इट्स फॉर सोशल वर्क. इट्स नॉट. है ना, इट्स अ गवर्नमेंट प्रोसीजर दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. एंड ऑल्सो while policy making, you have to also learn the current governance structure upon which policy will be implemented. Okay, so next is, how do you find yourself fit for this particular fellowship?
Surely, sir. Sir, I have the right aptitude, mindset, attitude, as well as required skills required for this job. So, sir, I think I'm, or rather,
So
I will
whenever you say
prepare.
that I have the required skills, you need to mention some. मतलब you cannot just tell that I have a required skills, because ये तो कोई भी बोलेगा ना.
Getting it, sir. I have good data gathering skills. I have data interpretation and data management skills, as well as I have stakeholder management skills. So that will surely help me to get optimum out of this fellowship, and this is how I will prove I am the suitable candidate for this fellowship.
अच्छा. नहीं, इसमें थोड़ा वो सब भी डालो ना, रिसर्च स्किल, रिपोर्ट राइटिंग, है ना, कनेक्टिंग डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स टुगेदर और डिफरेंट थिंग्स टुगेदर, ये वाली सब बात डालो. बिकॉज यू हैव प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर यूपीएससी,
Yes,
एंड यू ऑल्सो डन योर ग्रेजुएशन इन बीडीएस.
yes.
सो हेल्थ रिलेटेड इशूज पे या हेल्थ विथ इकोनॉमिक्स.
So, sir, can I say that I have expertise in health? Uh,
पब्लिक
sorry.
हेल्थ,
Okay.
public health and health economics. So when you'll say that I have expertise in public health, so there will be one question that, tell me how health and economics of a country is connected.
Okay, sir. So first of all, sir, health and economy are directly related. If there is increased health risk in the population, obviously it will going to hamper our budget or expenditure. And mostly, sir, it is seen that our allocations to um, allocation relating to health aspects of population are very minimal, so that is causing huge out of pocket expenditure, and that is ultimately relating to the unemployment or very poor livelihood conditions in the most of the population. So sir, that is direct relationship between health and economy.
लास्ट लाइन क्या बताया, फिर से बताओ.
So there is increase out of pocket expenditure in most of the population, or rather the middle class and lower class population, and that is causing increasing unemployment and lower livelihood conditions, and
ये तुम तो मतलब मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड से हो, तो ये इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू आल्सो इन योर आंसर दैट you should talk about that decreased productivity of the population if health is not good. And also, if any person is dizzy, if any person is sick, it
Mhm.
not just decrease the productivity of that person, it also decrease the productivity of the person who is attendant to that sick person.
Getting it.
So these are the things that you have to tell, or you also need to tell that if your students or students community is weak, they will be learning less. If the
Mm.
youths are weak, they will be doing less. And if the working population is not healthy, the productivity will be less. So you need to talk in these terms, you know, categorize. वो देना पड़ेगा तुम्हें रिस्पॉन्स.
Getting it.
ठीक है. तो next question for you, Komal, is that tell me, I'll ask the question again, which I have asked you in the time of discussion. Uh, Tell me about any MP which you like. You need to tell about the Lok Sabha MP, not
Yes, sir.
elected one, and
Uh,
you also need to tell his work that he has done,
so
with which you have considered that you.
surely, sir, I would like to work with Brijmohan Agrawal. He is
Not,
representing.
I'm not asking with whom you will like to work. You just need to tell who is your favorite MP. Because ऐसा नहीं चलेगा ना, मैं पूछा ही नहीं तो तुम क्यों बता रहे हो?
Okay, my favorite MP will be would be the same with whom I would like to work, sir. That is why I have mentioned. But
Tell.
sir, he is Brijmohan Agrawal. He belongs to Raipur constituency of Chhattisgarh. Sir, he is very. He has served many departments when he was into the Madhya Pradesh government. As a MLA into minister into yeah, Madhya Pradesh government. So, sir, he has wide expertise as well as he has the ground. He has worked for his people from his constituency. So, sir, and my prime motive is to uplift the lower ranks of population. So, sir, and Chhattisgarh needs very dedicated policy making. So, sir, he is my favorite MP for that reason.
Okay. And what about the matlab, tell me about any MP whose parliamentary performance is good.
So he's sorry, sir. She is Supriya Sule. She has contested many debates in the parliament, and she has brought many bills also, private member bills, such as right to disconnect is very important aspect of every serving population's life. So, sir, that is why I would like to. I like her.
Okay. When the next meeting of parliament, or when the next session of parliament is going to happen?
So it will be summer session, that is budget is over. Sir, monsoon session in July,
Okay.
June, July.
So is there anything that we are expecting in that session?
So I am unable to recall that. Sir.
So what was the major bills that has been presented in last session of parliament?
Uh, so major bills talking about that. So Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan. Uh, that is really a uh, majorly affecting bill. So second thing, I would like to say that prevention of uh, mis that unfair uses in public uh, examination. That is a major bill I would like to say, sir.
Okay. Talking about the unfair means in public examination,
Yes, sir.
what was it before, and what changes they have made in the new bill?
Sir, first of all, the bill which has been recently introduced is covering a wide range of misconducts by students, by teachers, by any third party also, which was previously missing. And so it has majorly strengthened the penalty for such misusers, such as from 3 to 10 years of jail term and from 1 crore rupees of fine. and then so it is directing the many institutions such as ENTA, National Testing Agency, and UPSC, Public State PCS also, to conduct and improvise their machinery while conducting the examinations. So that is.
Okay, fair enough. So let me stop the recording.